Hello, my name is Soulscape and welcome to my official Demon Hunter World PvP guide. And just a reminder, this is an instance, so we aren't talking battlegrounds and arenas where your item level and stats are reduced indefinitely. This is raw combat abuse for overpowered healing, toys, engineering, and talents. So if you follow this guide, I can make you downright immortal, or unkillable to say the least. But I want to make an important mention that this build is purely designed for survivability. So if you're looking to maximize your damage when you're with a group, you'll have to make some changes. And while I won't go super detailed into talent diversity, I will go over my top choices to help you the most. So I'll be splitting this guide into two parts: talents and Azerite traits, and ability usage. And then I'll probably play some clips for you that can kind of go over them to kind of show you what I do when it goes through my head while I'm playing. So with that in mind, let's dive right in. Alright, so I'm going to go for each talent, but I'm not going to get too detailed. I can talk for hours, and I don't want this video to be too long about why each one is good or why each one was bad, but I'm just going to go tell you what I do and why I find it very important. So, on the first talent list, we have Demonic Appetite. That's a must go. You have to go Demonic Appetite every time you spawn a nice, low, beautiful Lesser Soul shot, where you get about 16,500 HP. Let's see if I can spawn one right now for you guys. I have my healing on the side, so you can kind of watch it right there. Boom, 16,550. Yeah, versatility buff right now, so I can change depending on buffs. But Demonic Appetite is the way to go. Obviously, if you want more damage, you're going to get way more than Blind Fury if you're in a party. But this is my solo build. Ignore all the rest, go Demonic Appetite. Next, you're going to have Immolation Aura. It's a must go. All the rest are pretty lackluster. Immolation Aura is very important because you want to use it off cooldown. Doesn't matter if you're kiting, doesn't matter if you're in range. You just want it for the fury, not about the damage that it does. So when you're kiting, you want to re-engage, you can Immolation Aura, and when you come back in, you have full fury, ready to go. On to the next talent tree. Fell Barrage. Now you have two choices here. You can go Fell Barrage or Trail of Ruin. My personal favorite is Fell Barrage because it's more fun. It's a big burst of damage. You can get a burst down a group of people all at the same time, and it's a bit more niche. It's you can kind of work around it to your favor, and you can get a little skill capped and do a little bit more with it. But if you go Trail of Ruin, it's a bit more sustained damage. You won't have issues with it. You're gonna do an overall much more sustained. But you're gonna have more fun. You go Fell Barrage, and I'm not gonna go detailed into the ability usage here, but the biggest thing with Fell Barrage is you don't want it to get, it's only a 3-second channel, but you do not want to get interrupted. So you kind of have to bait and interrupt, or what I always do, and you'll see in my videos, is that I Chaos Nova first. So Chaos Nova them all, and then Fell Barrage while they're stunned, and you're pretty much good to go from that. And you get a huge chunk of damage, and you get a bunch of souls back just from the Chaos Nova, and you get the CCD healing right there. It's a beautiful amount. On the next tier trait, 104, we have Soul Rending. Have to go it. If you're a solo player, you gotta go Soul Rending. There's no other choice. If you're going, especially with the demonic build, there really is no other build right now. You can try going Momentum. Haven't tried it. I probably will have some fun with it because after this, I'm gonna probably experiment more of some interesting builds. But for now, Soul Rending, you have to have it. The leech is too important, especially if you're in old zones and if you're in vanilla zones. If you're aggroing a bunch of mobs, and what we do is we heal. We heal as much as we can through attacking as many mobs during combat as we can. So you have to go Soul Rending, ignore the rest. I won't go into detail about it. 106, First Blood, highest damaging ability. In the same thing. I want to experiment with Cycle of Hatred. Maybe get like some really, really low demon form cooldowns. But I'm gonna go demonic soon, and I'll tell you why I don't want to ever try that, or I wouldn't try that. But First Blood is when it hits like a truck, you want to go it. It's what saves you from going too low on a damage meter from the amount of healing that you're doing. Next is Master of Glaive. You got to go it. It's so important. Demon Hunters are one of the very few classes right now that can AoE slow and AoE kite. I'm saying that like back in the day you had hunters who could barrage, and all of a sudden all of them would be dazed. Or mages can slow, but we can consistently 100% of the time keep a group of people, group of horde, dazed and slowed as you're running away. So you'll see in my videos, I may not talk about it, but I'll be as I'm running away, I'll constantly be slowing them and dazing them, and they can't keep up with me. A whole group of horde can't keep up because they're constantly dazed. It's a beautiful thing. You need it while you're kiting, and kiting is important. because you're always running away, you're always healing up, just like a rogue, and then kind of going back into combat on your own terms. But Aster Glaive, gotta go it. Don't fall for the Fell Eruption. You don't want it. I mean, if you're in a group, yes, you can go Fell Eruption because you don't have to kite as much. But when you're by yourself, saving grace. Next, in the last build. Now, before you decide to say I want to have some fun with Momentum and Nemesis Demonic, have to go it. It's combined with Soul Rending, and here's why. Especially if you're PvPing in vanilla zones, you're gonna get max amount of leech. You can heal for 100% of your HP in some cases with the amount of leech, 40% leech in old zones. But you gotta go it. This is your saving grace to your damage because we don't hit like trucks anymore. We just don't hit that hard. Even with Metamorphosis. This isn't Legion anymore, so you're not gonna blow somebody up in demon form. It just can happen. So it's more defensive than anything. Which, I'm gonna go start talking about Metamorphosis right now. Metamorphosis. If I had to tell you, people ask you, what is this cooldown? It's your damage cooldown, right? It's your big damage cooldown. I say no, it isn't. I say it's a defensive cooldown. I primarily use Metamorphosis to run. So say I'm like stunned over here in the corner, I'm about to die, and I need to heal up. So I'll use it like a heroic leap. I use my Metamorphosis always like a heroic leap. I'll find a bunch of mobs, stun them all, get some souls, and I'll heal up the full, get all the healing right there. Then I'll re-engage with the target or whoever I'm fighting. But I primarily only ever use it as a defensive cooldown, and that's the way it's got to be used. I mean, you can trust me, I panic and I have fun, and I bet I can finish this guy off, so I meta on offensively sometimes, and I do it all the time. But it's your saving grace when we'll PvPing to be able to leap away and run and heal up, because it's only a 2-minute cooldown, and that's why you want to use it as such. And combined with Soul Rending and just the whole talent combined, you're going to get the max amount of healing out of it. So now for the fun stuff. I'm going to go into Honor Talents, and the reason why I say it's fun because it's ironic. People ask, why not go Solitude? Some other classes have this too. I think other classes have Solitude of some kind where they're by themselves, they do more damage or some kind of increased perk. No, I don't go it. It's not worth it. You don't need the Fury Generation. Immolation Aura gets you more than enough Fury Generation just fine as you're kiting and you're running. You just don't need it. Just not worth it. The procs you get from the Fury back from Chaos Strike, it's more than enough to sustain you. Just much more better perks in Solitude. So, Rain from Above. One of my favorite abilities. I think it's so cool. It's so fun to use. Hits like a truck. Let's look at that. It's 12k, 13k or something like that. 13k. Just about. And it hits so hard, and you might hit other targets or 14k, 15k, depending on your cooldowns that are blown in your procs. One of your hardest hitting abilities, but it's very niche. You don't want to get caught in it. Obviously, you don't want to use it against a Warlock. You don't want to use it against a Fire Mage. You don't want to use it against like a Hunter, because unless he's BM, you're fine against. He's not going to touch you. It's just a pet. But you don't want to use it when you know you can die while doing it. And people might think that you're going to use it as a panic ability, but I use it for two situations. I use it when I want to finish somebody off, when I know they can't hurt me, like a warrior, a DK, a Windwalker monk, and other classes that can't hurt you while you're doing it. And two, to buy time. So I'll use it, say, if my meta is about to fall off cooldown. So a lot of cases I'll be up in the air. I'm having like 3 people below me, even though there's somebody able to attack me. I have to buy time. I have to lower my damage intake. When I hit the ground, I'm ready to meta away and heal up. So I would like meta to a group of mobs, send them all, get some heals, get all that lovely healing on the right that you see there, and then re-engage. So I do that so much where I'm running away, I'm kiting, and so you kind of learn it out as you play. But Range from Above, most important one, next to Cover of Darkness, which is basically your bubble. Same case, you use it to buy time. You can actually even use it preemptively. If you get really good at it, you can use it to dodge stuns. You can anticipate an incoming rogue who's stealthed and he's about to stun you, but like, okay, I know it's about to happen. I mean, darkness, and he'll stun you into darkness, or you're about to get Hajj. You know the paladin stun is off cooldown, and you end up blocking it, but with a darkness, so you're just completely stunned in the darkness, and you take no damage. It's just way too good, especially if you want to keep fighting, and you need to heal up. go cover Art Darkness. And the same thing with Demonic Origins, it goes back to the meta thing that I was talking about. You want to have it to leap away. With the 2-minute cooldown, you're allowed to use it off cooldown. You're allowed to just leap away as much as you can. They nerfed it a bit with 8.1. You no longer get the passive damage increase, but the 2-minute cooldown metamorphosis, it just saves your life. Now for our favorite part of BFA. Azerite traits. So I have a lot of new Azerite traits coming with 8.1 that came out. So I'm using 2 new Azerite traits actually with my new build, my new healing build, and I'll tell you where you can go if you don't have them. So currently within my new build, this is a new Azerite trait from Darkshore called Ancient Spork. So it heals you for, if you're moving, for 600, well for me, 650 every 0.9 seconds. If you want to see that in action, guess what you're doing if you're kiting? You're getting healed passively. So let me take some damage here so I can see my HP bar just go back up. Alright, so let's run. So see I'm kiting right now, running away. So my lovely HP bar down there is going to just slowly heal up, and you can see the heals right here. And it doesn't change based on movement speed. It's just as long as you're moving, you're going to get healed. So over time, if you're having a long fight, it really heals for a lot. It adds up. Let's see, but if you do not have Ancient Bulwark, a very common trait to go for, and that you should go for, is Eyes of Rage. This reduces every time you have a Soul Shard, like we were before, from passive Soul Shard right there. It reduces the cooldown of Eye Beam, and with reduced cooldown of Eye Beam means more Demon time and more healing. So more demonic. Every time you Eye Beam, you go Demon form. So if you do not have, these new special traits, get as much Eyes of Rage as you can. That's very important. You just want to have Eyes of Rage, at least on one of your bars, if you do not have any of those new traits. The next 2 traits I'm going to go over are just as important. But if you don't have them, this is brand new, very easy to get actually. It's on a lot of the old Azerite gear and a lot of the new Azerite gear. This is called Hour of Reaping. It is a vengeance only trait, but it also works for Havoc. Let me explain why, but you have to actually switch to Vengeance to learn it, but once you learn it, you can switch back to Havoc and it still works. So for every Lesser Soul Fragment, which you spawn with your Chaos Strikes, you get an additional, let's just round up, 1000 HP. And it has a further effect for Soul Cleave, but we don't have that ability as Havoc, so you're going to ignore that. I'm just using the extra 1000 HP every time I get a Soul Shard. So if you saw when I consumed the Soul Shard, let me get a nice little Soul Shard here, right there. So what you're going to see is when I absorb it, I'm going to get an extra 1000 on top of that. So we get 16,550 plus 980,000 HP. So it's just an extra little kick as well as heals. So I'm trying to maximize as much healing as possible. Passive healing, because you're going to get hit hard. And you'll see in my videos later why I figure out over time as I'm playing, man, I have to heal as much as I can. So Thriving Chaos is the next trait. This is also a new trait. You're going to find it in a lot of gear. Well, very rarely, actually. I went for all my Azure gear and I only had it once. But Thriving Chaos, every time you use any ability, you'll heal for 22 HP per Fury spent. So if I Chaos Strike, so you'll see the Thriving Chaos icon right there. I got 880 HP for every time I Chaos Strike. You're going to get less for Blade Dance, like 330. And then Eye Beam will give you 660 back. But it's just passive healing, so consider it on top of your leech. So you have your leech, you have your soul shards, soul fragments, you have your moving around, so I can make my bars really go high here if I can get some good procs here. Okay, maybe not. But over time it is a soul fragment, so you can just start making it. It's not. So the add-on I'm using doesn't really stack up too much. I'm getting the passive heals from the moving around, but you're not seeing it because it doesn't like to crowd it up. But so yeah, that's all my healing builds. If you, I'm a little extra. I'm currently using the new trait just for fun called Chaotic Transformation that allows you, it resets the cooldown of Eye Beam every time you meta. And with a 2-minute meta means more Eye Beams, means more demon time. It means you can, every time that I leap away, I'll have an Eye Beam to blow some ads up to heal. It's a lot of fun, but I think the most important trait you gotta have if you don't have these new healing traits is Eyes of Rage. It's so important because you're always killing other mobs, you're always getting soul fragments, you're always healing up. Lastly I'll go over is, which will transition into my video, so I'm going to show you guys, is the reason why we're overpowered. The reason why we are overpowered in world PvP is because of our healing, not because of our damage, not because we're tanky, not because we can run around our movement ability, is because of our healing. Shattered souls. So every time you kill a target, there's nothing to kill here. So I'll show you in a little bit. But every time we kill a target, we heal for 20% of our HP, which can be changed depending on buffs and versatility at the time. But you heal for 20% of your HP. So you'll see me running a lot. You'll see me jumping a lot. You'll see me aggroing mobs and killing them for a bunch of souls. Those souls also apply to your Eyes of Rage to reduce the cooldown of your eye beams. So, and those souls also give you extra healing from Hour of Reaping. So it's just heals on top of heals on top of heals. But you have to be proactive about it. You have to run, and you have to, you know, heal up. You're gonna hit super hard. But with that in mind, I'm gonna move on to the next segment of this, and I'm gonna go over ability usage by showing examples in my videos. So stay tuned. Alright, so I'm kind of going to go over play-by-play this video here where I'm fighting 2 Blood DKs and a Rogue. Which is not a hard matchup because they're not going to do a lot of damage to me, but it's going to showcase a lot of the abilities and stuff that I do to survive. And, you know, with consistent damage, I gotta cheat heal a lot. So, here I'm running away, I'm using my Immolation Aura to get my Fury up, be ready for the next attack. So you want an Immolation off cooldown, even if you're far away. So they're all coming in, and I'm ready to fight him. He has his friends, they're all gonna join him. So I'm gonna go, they're all gonna stun me. So I'm gonna try and probably get a Fel Barrage off. But right here is the most important part. Every time I fight, you wanna aggro all the mobs around you. You wanna aggro them, pull them into the group of you. So I'm gonna try and get some little glaive tosses off on those guys, have them come in, because when they die, that gives me a soul shard, and that's gonna heal me up. So I always, you gotta make it part of your rotation to aggro mobs and get it in with the fight with you, and just cleave them down, because that is your healing. And unless you're running away and doing it later, you can sustain in a fight like this if you have enough mobs with you. So I darkness now because I gotta kill these mobs in time to heal from them, just to buy some time. I'm stunned, I'm panicking. I do a Fel. Here's one of the rare chances where you can kind of do a rain from above defensively. I did it for 2 reasons. 1, my Metamorphosis wasn't off cooldown, and 2, I kind of panicked, which happens a lot. You're gonna panic, but I knew my Metamorphosis would be off cooldown when I got back down. And problem is I'm fighting 2 DKs, so I'm praying that their Death Grip, they won't be able to Death Grip me in time. So here comes the part where I tell you, use meta defensively. So I'm gonna meta way over there. I'm out of range of Death Grip. Gonna go off over here. See all these lovely animals here. I'm about to slaughter them all. I need to. It's gonna heal me up, and this is how you heal. You gotta constantly do this. You're gonna be running away from a fight. You're gonna be aggroing all the birds. I'm gonna I-beam that guy. I don't care about them. I just want to heal. 2 souls to spawn there from killing it, plus another one from my Chaos Strike. So my HP just skyrocketed. I'm gonna be able to kill this guy real fast. There's 2 more souls. I can stay in the fight. It's got a Tinder notification. Ignore that. You know, I'm still trying to get away. I should be fine here. I'm gonna aggro these birds, but I think I'm just gonna bail in this fight. But that's pretty much it. And what the key part there I wanted to show you guys was back here, when I decided to leap away. So this part of the fight is where you're gonna be doing a lot. You're gonna be leaping away with meta. You're gonna be aggroing a bunch of animals here, and you're gonna heal up. And that's pretty much it. Like as far as staying alive as a demon hunter, what the difference is what you're gonna do is you're gonna want to keep going. You're gonna be aggroing mobs throughout the fight. If there's an NPC next to you, you aggro it. You don't leave it be. They're gonna tickle you for your damage. You just want to keep it coming. And let's see what I got next to show you guys. Kind of go over it. So I want to show you guys an example of a man fight. And a man fight is when we don't have mobs to heal off of. And this warrior is good. So here's an example of a 1v1. Very rarely do I get the 1v1 people out in the world. It doesn't happen because there's just so many people out there. They're always together. There's always horde nearby. There's always alliance nearby, whether you're horde or alliance. So it's very rare to 1v1, and I love them when they happen. They're so much fun. So I'm gonna have a long duel with this warrior, coming in hot right now. There's a mage with him, so I'm not gonna fight him with the mage. It's gonna be too difficult because the mage will just keep rooting me in place. So I'm gonna try and kill the mage a little bit, get some damage on him. You know, dispel him with your. You can drain soul. I forgot what it's called. You can dispel him. I'm gonna use rain from above because I'm not too worried. Mages don't do enough damage with this free casting. I know he's not too geared, so if you're not geared enough, you're fine. You can use rain from above. So I'm trying to kill him. He's coming in hot. He's going out, trying to run away from the warrior. I'm not trying to fell barrage this guy, try to beat him down. But I'm reaching my limits. My trinket procs, my tank trinket. I'm gonna book it, glide her away, and try to heal up. That's my plan. My goal is to find some monks. There's some penguins over there, but I'm like, alright, I'm gonna go find some penguins. And I do heal up. So the man fight isn't happy yet, I lied. But I have to heal. This guy's hitting too much. So I'd run away, kill some penguins. Sorry penguins, I love you guys. Heal, I'm going down hard. There you go. He's still hit like a truck. I'm down to 5% HP. Running away, running away. I might go heal up. I think I have some food on me here, but I may not have time. So I think I'm just gonna go heal, eat some food, get ready for the incoming. There is a goat, so I'm not sort of man fighting yet. But I have no choice. Because I'm fine here. I'm gonna go up in the air, kill the goat off, and get that heal from that goat. He's gonna stun me while I'm in the air. I float back down, still stunned. And then here we go. I blur. Let's fight this guy. Stun him. Bell barrage, just to burst a huge chunk of its HP down. And then we're gonna start. I'm gonna pop meta offensively here because I think I can kill him if I just get it off. But then I realized right there for a moment, I can't do that. I can't man fight this guy. This is early on. I think I recorded this about a month ago. I'd say about a month ago, or maybe a month and a half ago. And I learned, hey, hold up a second. This warrior's kicking my ass. I'm full mythic item level. I'm full mythic gear from Uldir. And this warrior, who's probably, you know, only heroic gear, is kicking my ass. And I learned that we're not that tanky. We can hit like trucks. So I think this is one of the finest examples where I learned that I have to cheat heal. I have to heal off these goats. I have to kill all the animals and murder everything in sight just to heal so I can keep playing. So I lied about this being a man fight, actually. So I'm gonna go kill all this wildlife here because I'm panicking. This guy is hitting me so hard and I cannot live. I can't just fight him by myself. I can't just fight him straight up and not murder the mobs. Alright, so it kind of just goes in a circle at this point. I'm kind of draining him down. I'm just gonna see if we can just fast forward a bit here. Let's beat him up. But at this point, he's kind of lost. He can't kill me in time. I can 100% heal off everything in this whole entire area, and he's just gonna slowly drain him down. But again, I have to panic, and I get low HP. He catches me in a stun lock without my trinket. He can kill me if his cooldown's blown. Go up in the air. He's a warrior. Can't do anything to me. Less. So I'm just gonna do that. See, now he's smart. Now he's trying to heal up himself with a victory rush. What do you guys, a victory rush right there? But I'm back to full HP. So it's attrition here, and he's just gonna slowly go down, and now he's dead. Sorry, I honestly picked this footage because I titled it "Man Fighting Example." That was the opposite of that because it wasn't a man fight at all. But it does show an example that you're not that tanky. You're not that geared. Other classes are going to beat you up no matter what, and you have to heal off everything in sight. And I think I have one more footage I want to show you guys to show you how OP we can get with our heals in vanilla zones. So this is the final footage I'm going to go over. I'm fighting, I think, 5 people at once here. And this is all in vanilla zones. I'm in Caverns of Time. I was being in Caverns of Time. It's actually a fun place to be. And here's why I want to show you vanilla zones. Your healing and your leech from is amplified by, I don't know, 100%, whatever you're hitting, because you're hitting low-level mobs for nearly 100% more damage, which means every time you just throw a glaive at a gray mob, you get healed by a tremendous amount. If you're in demon form and you throw glaive a mob, you get 100% of your HP, instant lay on hands. So I'm in the middle of fighting this here lovely warlock here, trying to go ham on me. I'm gonna meta because I think he's by himself. He's not by himself. Apparently his friends are in the air. So I'm gonna start running here because I'm like, okay, I can't kill the warlock if I can't escape his chaos bolts. I'm gonna try and beat on him a bit. Let's head down this way. It's actually a long clip, and I'm gonna kite these guys for quite a very long time. So it's actually gonna have. I had a lot of fun with this. Throw glaive, instant HP, just like that. Okay, he's got a Mistweaver coming in 2, in 3. So I gotta keep running because I can't afford to flank that warlock by himself. They have healers anyway. I'm not gonna be able to kill him. So I'm not even trying to kill them at this point. I'm just trying to mount. Because if I get caught in a root and I get caught into, you know, a couple chaos bolts, I'm gonna die. I'm just trying to buy time for my leaps and metas. They don't have too much damage, as long as I don't let this warlock free cast. I don't care about the arcane mage. Arcane. Let's keep running. Crab, instant full HP, just by my I-beaming the crab. 2 more crabs. I'm like, alright, I'm just gonna keep killing the wildlife, but the distance here is a little bit much. So I'm a little bit too much afraid of not having the distance to catch up. You know, again, I'm just surviving here. I'm becoming a hunter, panic mode, full-on panic. I'm just trying to totally get away. And, you know, I'm a night elf, so I'm going to show you how I do honestly get away 90% of the time. More crabs. Just attack them. It's a big chunk of HP. The crab. I-beam it for full HP. Oh, he's living. He's surviving here. I'm gonna try and get that crab again. And my meta's almost off cooldown. Just gotta live to 10 more seconds till meta. I'm getting trucked out of range of the chaos bolt from the warlock. He almost got me if that went off. I'm pretty sure he was casting it. Got a crab. I have I-beam in a second here. I'm gonna I-beam to full HP, I think, right here. Gets us off cooldown. It's my meta. So I'm gonna meta there. Shadow meld. And try to mount up. Nope, couldn't do it, but I'm gonna talk environment for a second here, because right now I have no meta to get away, I have no trinket, I have no darkness, I'm pretty much cucked. But one of the biggest environmental things is you can glide over water very easily. So if you're running away from people, go over water, make them swim. They have to swim speed, but you have to glide. So I'm getting really far enough away, I might be able to break combat. And I broke combat. Spam that fly form, and you're up in the way. But this really showcases in vanilla zones. If you want to go have some fun, go to Hellfire Peninsula, please. There's a whole community out there. Go to Caverns of Time. Go to Duskwood. Go to Stranglethorn Vale. There's actually people out there. There's communities out there that just roll PvP, and you can meet people, talk to them, whatever you want to do. But Hellfire Peninsula has the most fun. You're gonna be finding these people who out there just trying to do the same things that you're doing, and they just want to all fight and they just want to have some fun. And but you as a demon hunter can have a lot more fun because you can full HP off all these mobs. So out here in even Hellfire Peninsula, these boars, I'm just gonna full HP as I'm fighting them. Try to get an aggro me and then flying up in the air, attacking in the air. And there's actually people out there. People say like, "What are you doing in Hellfire Peninsula?" Like, dude, it's a lot of fun. It's that. Sometimes every other night there's full-on raids versus raids out here, and I meet a lot of cool people. So if you guys ever want to come out to Hellfire Peninsula, please come. I'm sure you'll be sharded onto the same server because the shards like to put you all on the same, because when you're all fighting each other. So I'm fighting all these guys here. I'm not too mad. This guy's smart. I love this guy because he's like killing all the boars ahead of time, so I can't kill them. Warlock here, I gotta panic because I'm gonna get fucked, so I'm just gonna try and I think my meta's on cooldown, so I think I have darkness. Do I die? I die. Nope, he's gonna get away because I have my rocket boots. Yeah. Am I gonna get away? No. Are you gonna mount? I honestly don't remember watching this. No, I'm full HP off these guys. No way. There's no way you're gonna live. I haven't watched this in a while. Oh, I'm so dead. Yeah, he's dead. Yeah, there you go, you're dead. But, like I said, I just wanted to show these a few clips to showcase for vanilla zones. You full HP off the mobs. But, you know, and, you know, in the old zones from the other 2 videos, you heal off the mobs as well, but you gotta kill them to be full HP. And it kind of goes in a circle. Just consider it part of your rotation to do so. And that'll make you strong. Now, as far as, you know, learning, you know, when to darkness, kind of feel it out. I do weird things where I'll sometimes darkness at weird times just to block a stun. I know somebody's about to stun me. I'm gonna darkness it. It's a lot of fun stuff. And you kind of get used to it over time. But hey guys, I hope this guide helped. I know I didn't go into too much detail. I mean, I could talk for hours about tiny little things like dodging stuns with darkness, or avoiding death grips with timing your fell rushes, which you can do, or super gliding off edges by if you vengeful treat and you time your glide right, you can glide faster. I could talk for hours about tiny little details, but those things come with practice. They come with experience, and as you're fighting and as you're playing, you're going to notice you're getting better. You're going to notice these tiny little details that you can do differently, and it's all about anticipation. That's what SPY is for. One of the most important add-ons you can have is called SPY. I'll put a link for it in the description or somewhere on the video, but SPY is an add-on that lets you know when Hoarder incoming, Hoarder in your area, and it kind of prepares you for what you're going to fight. Especially rogues, ferals, when things stealth, it's so important. But it's anticipating their moves, because as a hunter, demon hunter, you don't want to get caught in a stun lock. You don't want to get caught in a route and you can't get away. And that comes with experience, knowing their cooldowns, knowing what they're going to do next. Fighting each class on class. I'm going to make guides in the future to fight other classes 1v1. You see me fight Red Paladins all the time. You see me fight a warrior. You see me fight a Holy DK. Maybe some shamans. By the way, I can't beat Nelly Shaman, who's equally geared. Dead impossible. But I'll do class guides as well for duels. That'll be fun. But I hope this little bit helped. Tiny little preview for a much more detailed one. I just wanted to let you guys know my build, what I do. But hope you enjoyed this last clip. This is something I did in Nazmir, where Nazmir's fun. There's so many clickable buffs. You can get increased 15% increased damage during the assaults. There's a little food on the ground. There's plants you can eat for versatility buff, crit buffs, mastery buffs, stat buffs. And during the assault, a lovely little 150% damage buff. Or is it 200%? Not too sure. But last little clip, gonna blow some people up. Hope you guys enjoyed.